Hello, hello. Today I'm going to do a short tutorial on the FLORET stitch. So I've done a little sample swatch here for you so you can see just how adorable it is. It offers a really nice texture. It is really so simple, works up so quickly. It is a combination of double crochets and slip stitches. So let's work this one together. All right, so for the FLORET tutorial, I'm going to use a worsted weight acrylic yarn with a 5mm hook. To start, we work a slip knot, and then we're going to work in any even amount of chains. So however short or long you want the project to be, work an even amount of chains. And once you've worked and chosen your even amount of chains, add 3 extra chains. So for me, I'm going to work 20 as my even amount of chains, and then I'm going to add an additional 3. So I'll be working 23 chains, and I will meet you at the end and show you how to work row 1. So that's my 23rd chain. You'll just have a foundation chain looking like this. The reason we work the extra 3 chains is that counts as our first double crochet. So we're going to skip the first 3 chains when we work row 1, and we're going to work a double crochet into the 4th chain from our hook. So for myself, I do always like to turn my work over and work into these back bars so that we have an even edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, into that 4th bar, we're going to work a double crochet. Yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. You will have 3 on your hook, and you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through your final 2. So just as a reminder, that's a double crochet that we just worked there. This chain 3 that we skipped counts as a double crochet. So when we're coming back around and working row 2, it is important to remember that this is a double crochet. The rest of row 1 is worked fairly simple. We're just going to work a double crochet into every single chain across, and then I will meet you up at the end of this row and I will show you how to finish it off. So I'm just coming up to the end of row 1 here, and we have one final stitch. We will work a double crochet into our last stitch to finish off row 1. And you will have just a row of double crochets, so it'll look like this. A taller stitch to work row 2, which is the first of the repeated rows. So rows 2 and 3 will be repeated for however long you want your project to be. To start row 2, we will chain 1 and we're going to turn our work. So our chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So into our very first stitch here, we're going to work a slip stitch. So to work that, you will insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. You'll have 2 on your hook, and then you're actually just going to continue pulling through. So you're not going to yarn over or anything like that. I will show you one more time. To work a slip stitch, you will insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then just continue through the second loop on your hook. So that's a slip stitch. Into our second stitch, we will work a double crochet, yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that's what we're going to work all the way across this row. We're going to alternate between working a slip stitch and a double crochet. And you're going to, like I said, work all the way across this row until the end, and I will show you how to finish it off. So I'm just finishing up this row here. So as I reminded in the beginning of the video, we've got 2 stitches left. So we've got the top of this stitch, this double crochet here, and then you have this chain 3. So what we're going to do to finish off the row is into the last double crochet, we will work a double crochet, and then to finish off the row, in the top of this chain 3, we're going to work a slip stitch. So that is how row 2 will be finished off. It will be working a slip stitch, and we're going to have something that looks like this. To work row 3, we will chain 3. This counts as a double crochet. We're going to turn our work around. So because that counts as a double crochet, we're going to skip our first stitch. Into our second stitch, we're going to work a double crochet. And then row 3 is super easy. We will actually just work double crochets all the way across this row. So in every single double crochet and every single slip stitch from the previous row, we're going to be working double crochets. Super easy. I will meet you at the end and show you how to finish off row 3. Here I am just finishing up row 3, so we will just complete it with a final double crochet into the very first slip stitch of the row. Once you're done row 3, you're going to have something that looks like this. So you can kind of see a texture that is created from the double crochets being pushed out with the slip stitches on both sides. It's so cool, such a cute little texture. Rows 2 and 3, like I said, are going to be repeated for however long you want the project to be. I will show you a larger sample swatch. So I'm just finishing up a couple more rows here so that you can just see the full effect of the floret stitch. Like I said, the slip stitches on either side of the double crochet push it out to create this awesome texture, and it really is just a really cute stitch. It is relatively thick. There is still gaps between the double crochets, but it works up so quickly, and it's just so nice once it's done that I really couldn't resist showing you guys it. So I hope that this tutorial helped you guys figure this stitch out.